Good afternoon, everyone, watching the video, or short film, or whatever I decide to turn that into. Because that is a story I made that was supposed to be a very short film that then I decided to add on to it. But now, because it's my opinion on what to make or what not to make on this channel. Like, I could say, for example, the reason why a lot of my videos haven't been enough energy for me, my personal opinion, gotta be restricting my carbohydrate. I don't give why I would doing that. There were no benefit of doing that. Feels like it's counting your calories. Am I an anorexic chick? Or 12-year-old girl? Or someone that want to have an ED? No. Don't say what calorie go yet. BS. BX. Honestly? Nothing to do it. But if you were to do it, restrict your fat intake to less than 30 grams a day. 20 gram at a good range. 10 gram is if you really want to get rid of any medical problem. And decrease your protein up by a little too. On how I'm saying to do that, I'm saying if you wanted to do what I'm telling you, honestly, you would be very efficient and actually have the energy to do stuff. Well, if you look at my previous video from my 8 months ago, that's where I was actually following my unlimited carbohydrate diet. And I decided, eat some protein, eat some fat. That only caused me to gain max, mostly. Some body fat, some muscle, but in between. Okay, whatever, it's fine. I'm not like complaining. I'm saying, if you want to get the lean and healthy you ever will be in your life, restrict your fat, restrict your protein, add more carbs. Say, for example, like 10 grams of carb per kilogram of weight. They right now maybe 4 grams of carb in me, but also only a day or two of doing that. You'll see in about a month how shredded I look. Yeah, I have muscle, but at the same time, there's more mass on me, body fat mostly because of the fat and protein intake. It was actually a 2-year experiment, but I'm very hard in the like 8 months to show, yeah, that you don't really want to do it. You can look at my facial shit too. You might say steroid abuse. I would not take any steroid. I don't even look like I take them. That's what a lot of people do. But no, steroid don't. The only thing steroid really do is help people out with muscle growth and weight and loss. Like they make it easier. Honestly, anyone that is selling, yeah, I only chicken and rice. Yeah, that would you tell people you eat, but you know what you really eat. You use steroids. Yeah, I don't believe anyone that say that BS. Maybe a couple people, but the chicken have too much other stuff in it that ain't good for your body. Hey, it's in my opinion. What do I know? What experience do I have? Honestly, what experience did anyone really have about gaining or losing weight? But lean it unhealthy. Oh yeah. Healthy or unhealthy lean. Unhealthy lean, depending on what your body fat and what your body want to maintain. Pretty easy to maintain 15% body fat year round, honestly. Or 20% body fat year round, honestly. When you get to 10% or lower, you pretty much have to change your exercise routine and what you're eating. Wait, come on. Find me one scientific study that does not improve my statement. Carb make you shred it at anything. You can't. Because carbohydrate gives the whole body energy, okay? So that energy the body need be used in after a day or two of unlimited quote carbohydrate for your body. I don't believe the carb cycling. Carb cycling doesn't work really. People say it does. Yeah, because you're actually, when you put carb in your body one time, you're actually giving your body enough carb to be at the performance peak. People only really eat carbohydrate, the obesity epidemic would actually be not a big thing. Not saying they add pseudoscience, I'm saying that actual science. If you actually look at the chart between sugar intake and fat and protein intake, fat and protein intake have increased, but sugar intake have decreased. But obesity have gone up. So what you're telling me is that sugar doesn't lead to the obesity, but people think it does. Oh, but you don't even know what you're talking about. but. There's a fat I've been at in a while too. Because of the fat and protein increase that I done. I don't really care that much about my weight. It just, the real killer in today's society isn't the carbohydrate. If you really only eat carbohydrate, you know, anorexic you look. Like me, I said earlier, like 400 grams of carb right now. It's normally higher, but I'm not a full day of eating either. Yeah. Sugar fasting. People do it. I knew about sugar fasting before it became pretty popular. Good. Finding trend is easy to do. Honestly, I could sell pure sugar and market it as something else and people would buy it. But hey, that's just being a scumbag. Majority of the company out there are scamming. You know why you feel better after getting electrolyte, carbohydrate? Because your body needed those, not a lot of fat and protein, because the fat and protein will actually convert to carbohydrate in the body. You can look that up, but I know what I'm talking about. I've done enough research. If you want me to send the link and all that, you can, but the reason why insulin resistant diabetes have gone up, and not because of the sugar increase, because of the fat and protein increase. Sugar have actually decreased. You can look at the studies. Yeah. You gotta look right now. I'm not saying go eat a whole bag of sugar. You can, but your body might not be the healthy afterward. It might not be the healthy. I mean, you might not feel the best. Could a whole bag of sugar, let's say like a 4-pound or a 2-kilogram bag of sugar, that's 2,000 grams of carbohydrate. If you weigh 100 kg, that might only last you 2 days. Because out of mixing the 10 grams of carb per kilogram of weight. So you will weigh 50 kg. That might only last you 4 days. If you're only eating that. But if you're eating other stuff, but I recommend getting most of your carbohydrate from fruit. But you can get it from pure sugar, but hey, you do you. But yeah, what I recommend personally, from in what I've seen in my experience with my own body because yes, I know different body, different type, but we all evolved pretty from ancestry theory that probably are related to a certain extent. 20, 30 gram of carb, my body will better than basically 50 gram of carb. 50, I mean to say 20, 30 gram of fat, not carb. I know I said carb, but I mean 20, 30 gram of carb per fruit. It would say you have like 20 fruit a day or more. I'm telling you. You would get shredded. Because why do bodybuilder, explain that to me. Why do bodybuilder pretty much keep rid of, I know why they do it, but why do bodybuilder pretty much starve their body of carbohydrate, then peak week, to add all the carbohydrate back in their body? Do you want more full? Okay. If carbohydrate, what actually made you obese, actually over 300 pounds. But no, you're not. It's the fat that people have with carbohydrate. Why do I say that, for example? Because you can, and I said, you can look everything up. Because carbohydrate, if you don't have an insulin response, you're diabetic. You should actually be concerned. Because glycemic index too, I think. Certain things actually have a higher glycemic index than other things. If you want the motivation power to your body, I forgot what the high glycemic index thing in the world is. But rocket fuel, if you look up what rocket fuel is, it pretty much just sugar, water. I'm not trying to give anyone any credit because there are so many people to get credit for. If you look at the fastest people in the world, at what the majority consume, not fat, yeah, if you look at the fatty people in the world too, look at what they consume majority. Look at the slim and healthy people in the world. Look at what they consume majority of. Slim and healthy people? If carbohydrate were the real problem, then everyone in A list would be obese. Because I'm saying every single Asian eat rice, but majority of Asians eat more rice than any American or any Western society. Western society, I can a lot of the fast food out there from America, fast food. I know there are other countries too, but majority of the fast food chain out there from America. What do I know about that? Well, I'm American. From the USA. You can douse me about why. The only benefit for you is maybe finding out where I live, but cool, I don't really care that much. If you're going to find out where I live, order 5 pounds of Sour Patch Kids. You know how many cavities I get or have gotten in my lifetime following what I'm eating? Maybe since I follow the diet, 0. That why? Because carbohydrate, sugar, is pH neutral, okay? But acidic stuff, I do eat acidic stuff, but I also eat alkaline stuff and also brush my teeth and drink water to help. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, my teeth aren't as white as they could be, but hey, don't talk about that. Also, my bottom teeth are messed up. They always been like that. Why do people like my opinion about certain things? Because I've done the experiment. Yeah, you can have caffeine, but if you have a 200 gram carbohydrate or 200 milligram of caffeine, you pretty much have the same effect on the body. Do it. I dare you to do it. All you do with it. If you don't do it, then you don't know what I'm talking about. All you that see the video have 10 grams of carbohydrate per kilogram of weight, or 4 or 5 grams of carbohydrate per pound of weight. Yeah. See what happened to your body after a month, after a year. Only carb after a week. Might you're having it with fruit. Your body won't get a protein deficiency. You can look it up. There is no scientific study that prove that if you eat enough calorie from carbohydrate, you have a protein deficiency. If you have too much protein, if you only eat protein, you have a rapid starvation. If you only eat carbohydrate, your body will look insane. I'm not saying that to be a fanboy of any creator out there. I'm saying that add truth and honesty. What truth and honesty say to you all. Anyway, you can do one thing on less than 5 hour a day, if that, less than 3. How to do it? Rice and sugar. Plain table sugar. You can get organic stuff, but they're really no different. Organic is just a marketing scheme. You think I'm making that up? Okay. What about the pesticide from the air? Organic is not real. Just how to make people spend more money for the same of that thing, pretty much. Hey. Never train on an empty stomach too. If you're trying to go for decent. And if you're going for a walk, like 30-minute walk after you wake up, okay, good, do that. But have something before that. But hey, I can have so many controversial opinions about stuff out there because I know what I'm talking about, people. If you don't think so, if you actually saw me like 2-3 years ago, more like 5, 6. I mean, yeah, but younger too, but still. How about diet change it? Maybe 7 or 8. If you saw me almost a decade ago, to now, I mean, I was like, my age almost. A decade ago. Yeah. That in it from a lot of carbohydrate that would actually, when I would at my heavy, I would actually restrict not eating that much. I was eating, but not as much as I thought I was eating. Because of what I was eating. Hey, people don't realize I actually been obese, underweight, normal weight. Being underweight is possible, it's not a bit difficult. So yeah, I've been the whole range. Underweight, I mean under fat, because that's what they determine it at now. But there's really no need to have more than, we say, 18% at most body fat, but people do anyway. Am I saying I'm near that? No. Below that? I don't know. But horrible lighting too, more than anything. Yeah, you think I'm any caffeine in me? No. Pure sugar, body. I mean, there is carb, fat in it, protein, but pretty much pure sugar. My body run better. I look better for the most part. have more energy. What do I know?